you say that this is a result, this whole mission is a result of an adesh. Could you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Oh, the result is yet to happen. It is an Adesh, and we are working on it right now, as you can see. Adesh basically means, a higher order or a connection with the divine, the universal consciousness. Gestalt, if you want to call it, Yuga Dharma. And, from time to time, for the repairing of adharma and for establishing dharma, there are many small rivulets or streams of consciousness, chitti, which express themselves in the holy land of Bharata. One such thing happened this year on March 22nd. You might be aware that we created what is a small temple of Sharda Mata on our side of the border. If you're aware of where the Sharada Sarvagnya Pita lies right now, it is in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, in a village called Shardi. So
Right.
this year, there was a small Sharada temple which was established on our side of Kashmir. And what this did, as you're well aware, that Bharata is an energetic network of Shakti pitas. Ma Shakti herself has embedded various parts of her. This land is not just land and mud, but this is the energetic body of Ma Shakti. That is why, depending on which tradition you belong to, we accept 1854, 108 Shakti Pitams across the length and breadth of Bharata. Now, what happened this year was we shifted one Shakti Pitha's minuscule representation, and this disrupted the entire fabric, the network, the grid lines of the Shakti Pitams, or the way they are, laid about in the Holy Land of Bharata. And this has a ripple effect, and I'm happy and privileged to be instrumental in being there on the day of the Sthapana on Yugadi. And this is where, whatever you want to call it, if you don't like the word Adesh, let's say it was ordered or shown the truth, the mantra that Bharat Mata's Kundalini has to be raised for us to become the Vishwa Mata, the Vishwa Guru. Why do you want Bharat Mata to remain just your mother? Isn't she the mother of the entire universe? It is Sakshat Shakti. And we need now, after 2014, we have seen so many changes happening in this holy land of Bharata. It is only a question of time before she gets her rightful place, which is Vishwamata. And the Mata is always the first Guru and the best Guru, isn't it? So this is the Adesh that we received from Sharda Mata, and later reiterated by Sharika Mata, who is also installed, or it's a Swayambhu, Shriyanta at Srinagar. And yes, we have started working on it, and through you, we are reaching hopefully thousands of people who understand that this Adesh is also meant for every Sanatana Hindu, every Bharatiya who lives and breathes air here in the Holy Land.
Gurunatha ji, can you tell us a little bit, since you bring up the, Bharat Mata as we often refer to her as a muse, as a muse for patriotism, but we don't connect Bharat Mata to the more, you know, the core of our thought, our Hindu philosophy or thought or our ideals with respect to how we envision her as the universal mother. Can you throw some light on how you envisage Bharat Mata as, or the landmass of Bharat as this universal mother, and then connect it with this journey that you're undertaking?
It's not my vision, or it's not an envisaging kind of a thing, but that is how we have seen it through time immemorial, because Sanatana itself, as you understand, means timeless. It's not
Right.
eternal, but timeless, right? And Sanatana says that time is cyclical, and the happenstances, the events keep repeating themselves. So we have had many Ramayanas, we have had many
Mm.
Mahabharatas, we have had many different creation cycles,
Right.
yugas, mahayugas, manvantaras, and so forth. And if you look at our own active memory, see, we have something called active and passive memory. Right now, man has calculated that we are in the 24th manvantara and
Mm.
etc. Let's not get into the technical details of that. But if you look at this, Mahayuga, it is said, and you'll find the references across many Puranas, Itihasa, that in the Satya Yuga, Shiva gets married to Sati,
Mm.
and Sati jumps into
Yeah.
Daksha Prajapati's Yajnakunda, and her body is cut into pieces and it is scattered all over this holy land of Bharat. So there is no envisioning, it's already there, and we
Right.
have been celebrating
True.
each of these spots as Shakti Pitas, Mahashakti Pitas, Adi Shakti Pitas, and so forth, right? And we see these as a living monuments of the Shaktis embedding into this landmass. So this landmass is holy, not just as, like I said, mud and rock and water and
Mm.
stone, but as the embodiment of Ma Shakti. In the Treta Yuga, Ma Sita, the for us in our tradition, it is only Shiva. Shiva is the only Chitti that exists,
Right.
right? And the avataras of Vishnu that we call as Rama or Krishna and the others are for us Bhairavas coming onto earth to
Mm.
uplift the Dharma and protect the people of the land. And Rama for us is a Bhairava. I'll tell you
Oh,
how.
interesting.
Uh, so during the Treta Yuga, this is my own personal. Okay, now I can add in my own two personal bit that Rama shouldn't have allowed Ma Sita to go underground. Again, the Shakti of Treta Yuga goes into the ground, becomes a part of Bharata. But
Mm.
of course, the great Rama is there, and Ramarajya happens without this time, his Shakti being
Stay.
there actively with him. So
Mm.
when this time in Kali Yuga, when we are talking of Ramarajya, we want Sita to be there. So that's why we call it Sri Ramarajya
Stay
or
Rama.
Sita Ramarajya. In fact, some of our disciples here were telling me, Gurunathji, you must say it is Sita Rajya. It is not
Mm.
even Ramarajya. So, anyways, I mean, they are one and the same, if you ask me. But so again, Sita goes underground, and in Treta Yuga, through Draupadi, we see the dissipation of Shakti into five uh, consorts.
Mm.
So the Shakti cannot be held by any one person now. And in Kali Yuga, Shakti has completely disappeared and gone underground.
Mm.
So when the adesh was given, we are pretty sure she meant bring the Sita out, bring the Sati out, bring the Bharat Mata's power out
Out.
on top of the ground. And you will be surprised to know how clear the Sushumna Nadi of Bharata is, visible to anybody with, even a semblance of Sanatana or Adhyatma. And almost the entire Ramayana, all the Kandas have happened in one or the other chakras of these, Sushumna Nadi of Bharata. So that's how Rama and let's say Bharata Mata's Kundalini gets, integrated
Aligned.
in our story. And if you look at the word avatara, uh, it is descendants. The literal meaning is descendants. When a higher consciousness descends into a physical body, a limited body of a human. We are limited in many sense. One of the limitations is the body, isn't it? Our consciousness is the same as the universal consciousness, whether you take the Advaita philosophy of Aham Brahmasmi or the Trika philosophy of I am Shiva, Shakti, and Jiva all together in one go, or many of Anal Haq, if you want to call it that. So there are many philosophies and darshanas which talk about me being one with the universal
Universal
consciousness,
principle.
right? But what is the limitation then? The limitation is the body,
Mm.
right? So when the higher or the highest consciousness or the subtlest consciousness, shrinks down into a body, gets down into a body. That is called avatara. So we have these avatars. There are 24 avatars of Shiva and 24 avatars of Vishnu also.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net.